Hey everyone, it's me, the Otaku Fangirl, here to review episode 9 of Katsugeki, Touken Ranbu. So, with this episode, the second unit, they are now Kyoto, and they have to protect Sakamoto Ryoma, which used to be Mutsunokami's former master, and I mean, wouldn't history kind of be altered just a little bit, because he used his old self-sword at one point, and I'm like, that's weird because that's you just in sword form, and I know you have a sword beside you that's probably the sword you were, but I don't know, it's weird to think about. I'm like, that's odd, but okay. So yeah, this episode they have to protect Sakamoto Ryoma and keep him from, dying from the Time Retrograde Army trying to change history again. Once again, that's never going to be a thing that stops, but yeah, Mutsunokami, he was always in the beginning, he was like, oh, I won't be seeing my former master, it's fine, whatever, but he really was scared. He didn't know what he would, do or say to him or anything, so he really didn't want to see him, and it seems that most swords don't want to do that because I guess they'd all be scared, what do they do in that situation, because it's like, hey, I'm your sword, just a manifestation in a human form. Hi. That'd be an awkward conversation. They'd be like, you're a demon or something, because, oh man, but, yeah, so it does end up where Mutsunokami has to go and, save him because his attendant got attacked, so, yeah, and it was really interesting to see him kind of interact with him, I think, because I was like, huh, that's a little odd, but okay. And just when they started actually talking to each other, and Mutsunokami was like, why don't we just run far away and everything? And I'm like, that sounds like a festival of love or something. But then later on, he's like, I love your way of life and everything. So I'm like, oh, okay. Also, they were talking about pistols and everything when he was like bandaging up his hands, and I'm like, oh, so is that why you use a pistol, Mutsunokami? Because of how your former master thought? So that's interesting there. And the whole fighting stuff was great and everything, saving his life, woohoo, all the fun stuff, and all the other swords kind of take a little bit of a backseat, Izumi no Kami, Kunihiro, everybody, as they, really want to focus on Mutsunokami and his sort of odd relationship with his master there, seeing him again, and I don't know, to me it's just weird, because it's like, I mean, wouldn't, history recall, maybe he wrote down, oh, I met this guy and he saved my life and yada yada yada, and maybe, but I guess not. It's weird. It's real weird. Yeah, so it's pretty much the entire episode. They saved him, he's fine, and they're, I guess, gonna go back to the Citadel and get their next mission. And the next episode is called Where Loyalty leads here, or I don't remember. There's something about loyalty and something. I don't remember exactly. And I was like, okay, so maybe it's gonna be about Kunihiro, because at the end of the episode, after they all, said goodbye and everything, Mutsunokami and everybody, he was like, huh, like he was thinking. And I was like, okay, so maybe you're gonna question the whole meeting your master and back in time thing. I don't know. I have no idea what's going through that well, he's not a little kid, but he kind of looks like a little kid's mind, but, yeah, overall, this is really interesting, entertaining episode, mostly because Mutsunokami is one of my husbands from this series, like, probably my top favorite, so I was like, hey, he gets more screen time, yay! But, overall, it was a pretty entertaining episode. It had its parts that was a little slow, it felt like, and I was like, let's move along, come on. And I feel like there should have been a little bit more action, but, overall, it's a good episode, especially like Mutsunokami and his situation and everything, seeing him talk to his former master. It's still weird to think about that he used his old sword self. He also told Sakamoto Ryoma to keep the sword by your side at all times until you die and everything. I was like, yeah. Yup. But overall, I enjoyed this episode, and not much else to say about it. So what did you guys think of this episode? What do you think is going to happen next? And I'll see you guys in whatever I review next. Bye!